Happy Monday, DIYers. It is Monday, April 6th, 2015. What a weekend. To everybody that has celebrated Easter, I hope everybody had a great Easter. For those that didn't, I hope you had a great weekend. I had a pretty solid weekend. Got to spend a lot of time with the kids. Got to spend some quality time with Amy, and just worked quite a bit too. But it was just a solid weekend overall. So it kind of had me in a good position to get the week started. I'm kind of excited about today. So the thing I want to cover today, mostly is saying no. It's hard. It's really hard. I still do it to this day in my career. It's one of those things where people will come up to you and say, "Hey, I need this done." Okay. Because you want to accommodate people. You want to be an asset to your team, but the reality is if you keep saying yes, 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 you can't be an asset because you're stretched so thin that you can't really be effective at any one thing. And, I think there's definitely room for things like, yeah, I can do it. What's the timeline? I can do it. I'm not sure I have the bandwidth to do it. And the other thing is let your superiors deal with it. You have to answer to them first. Random people are going to come up to you and say, "Hey, I need you to do this," or "Hey, I need you to do that." But the reality is you got to let your superiors kind of sort it out, because they may have priorities that are outside of the person that's asking you to do things. So that person may not realize how important what you're working on is, and pulling you away can be a serious detriment to not only the team but the company. So there's a couple different ways to handle it, and that's the first one is definitely to just say, "Hey, I can definitely do it. I'm just not sure where it falls in my priority list. Can you talk to whoever your boss is?" The other way is to just say, "Yeah, I can do it. Can you give me a timeline?" "Okay, this is the timeline. Well, I can try and do it, but I've got this going that's a higher priority. You might want to see if somebody else can do it." And that's a good way to just kind of let them know that, hey, you've got your own priorities that you're trying to deal with, and you would love to help, and you're going to do your best to help, but you may not be able to deal with it depending on how your other actual priorities come about. You need to understand that your time is valuable, and your time is truly a finite number. You have to respect it, and you have to respect other people's time. You can't overcommit yourself, because if you do, you're not respecting their time, because you're telling them, "Yes, I'm trying to help you, but I cannot help you because I am stretched too thin." And when you cannot help them and you fall through, they're the ones that have to suffer the consequence, whether that's a missed deadline, an unhappy client, unhappy boss. There's a lot of things that can affect other people, so you have to respect that. And they're going to respect you when you say, "I really just can't, I don't have the bandwidth. As much as I want to help, I don't have the bandwidth, but if you give me till this day, or you give me a couple days, or be a little bit more flexible, just don't say no, I can't do it," because nobody will ever come to you for help, and then you won't truly become that asset that you want to be. The important thing is to say, "No, but I can help you if you do this, or if you can wait till this, or if you understand that I'm working my butt off to try and get to a point where I can, be in a position where I can help you. I just don't know if I can get it done by your deadline." If you're upfront with people, you're going to be in a lot better position if you miss it than if you said, "Yeah, sure, I'll do it," and then you don't do it. Saying no does not make you a non-team player. It makes you a realistic asset. They know that when you say yes, that means you're going to do it. If you always say yes and you get 80% of them done, when people come to you, they're going to be like, "Hey, he may get it done, he may not. I don't know." That's not a good reputation to have. Everybody's got a certain amount of time that they have, and that, whether you're talking about in your daily work schedule at the company you work for, or you're talking about side work, some people may have kids, some people may not have kids, some people may have a really busy life where they're always hanging out with friends and always going out and doing things. So you have this very finite amount of time. Use it the way you want to use it. Saying no to the projects you don't really want to do will open you up to do the projects either you want to do for yourself, or the projects that will come up later that people want you to do. I don't encourage people, especially right out of the gate, to say yes to everything, but people that are trying to make a name for themselves should do the things even if they don't want to do it, because it's going to give you that experience of understanding which projects you like and which projects you don't. I'm not saying take everything, be smart, So just to recap, your time is your most valuable resource. Make sure you utilize it to the best of your ability. I think that's all we're going to talk about on this Monday morning commute. I hope everybody has a great day, great week, and look out for the vlog coming your way on Wednesday, breaking 300 again on Friday. I have 4 or 5 questions now via email that I'll probably do a Q&A episode here in the next week or so, maybe this week. If I can get another couple of questions, I might do it this week. The important thing is I have a bunch of tutorials coming out. I've got internet going again. That's back to normal. So I've got some front-end tutorials coming out, and I've got some back-end tutorials coming out. So becoming a back-end developer series will be officially starting this week. So lots of cool things happening. Hope everybody has a great week. Take care, DIYers.